Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. For this video I thought that I would try something new. So I basically got this idea. Well, it's not new in YouTube, but I think no one has done it in like Star Stable style. But however, I thought that I would have a story time, and I think that I will share 3 stories that have happened to me, and then I guess after that I will also share I guess a post inside the game with you from one of those story times. So I'm going to start with the worst because this girl was so unbelievably rude to me without me even doing anything bad, or at least I don't think it's bad. So it was this girl who wanted to join the club, so I let her join the club, and not long after she started to spam the club chat, and she was talking about this girl who was bothering her, and she was talking bad back at the girl and causing a lot of drama. So I told her, did you read the rules? Because in the rules it says that you're not allowed to start any drama or like basically be a part of any, well, it's not your fault if people start drama about you for some reason, but try your best to keep out of it and like ignore people if they are rude or whatever. So I said that to her, and she was like, oh, then I have to leave the club. And I told her, no, you don't have to leave the club if you stop and if you don't cause any more drama and just ignore her instead. But she chose to leave the club, and I didn't think more about it. But then I think the next day or the day after that I got a friend request from her, and I thought like fine, and nothing wrong with the friend request, so I accepted it. And then she told me, is it too late to join the club now? And I said to her, I'm sorry, but the rules say that we want members who stay true to us, and we don't want any jumping back and forth between the club, and often people who are part of drama will cause it again, and we don't want any of that. So she started to get mad at me and send me these really rude messages. So I told her, I'm sorry, but I don't want anything to do with any of this bullshit. So I deleted her as a friend because I thought that she was causing drama, and I don't want anything to do with drama because I don't want to feel bad or anything, and I don't want other people to feel bad. So basically after that I got a post from her, and I'm going to read what it says right now. I have it on my phone since I have that app, and she named the post "Excuse Me." And she started it off with like and then she numbered everything she said. So first she says 1, your behavior is really bad, and I think people like you shouldn't own clubs because then this happens. 2, hello, cut it out, at least a little bit. Don't say I start drama when you're the one who starts making a fool of yourself. 3, what the heck? I'm just trying to say what happened, and I started with a nice hello even. Like, seriously, cut it out. 4, I don't think it is really nice of you, because if you're going to have a rule in your club that you can't start drama and get angry if I fight about a person, so don't start drama in your regular Star Stable online life. What the heck? Like, really think before you write something. 5, don't write like, oh my god, you're really rude, oh my god, I hate you. Because then people realize that you're just like seriously childish. And by the way, I didn't write that I hate her or anything like that. I just wrote that I didn't want anything to do with drama and she caused drama. And 6, lastly, I hope I'm the first and I hope I'm the last you start drama with, and don't call this bullshit, because if you keep this childish behavior up, I'm going to report you. 7, she said lastly again, I hope you take this seriously, because this is some bullshit. And I never answered that because, as I said, I stay as far away from drama as I want. I don't want anything to do with it. I think it's too dumb. And yeah, when I got that post, I was both laughing at it and I was sad as well, because, well, she lied about me, both because she said that I caused drama and because she said that I told her that I hated her and that I told her she was rude and everything. I didn't tell her she was rude or that I hated her. The only thing I told her was that she caused drama and we don't want anything of that in the club. But apparently that turned into, you're so rude, I hate you. But I feel like you can't say anything these days before like people cause drama about it, because it's going to be wrong no matter what. So let's get done with that story and move over to the next one. So I have 2 more stories and these aren't so long. So basically, the first one is about a girl who joined the club again. And it was me and that girl on, and my friend, and let's call that girl who joined the club Mrs. Drama. So I said I'm going to log off this user now, I'm going to log on another user to level up that user, and that user was also in this club. And then when I logged on that, Mrs. Drama suddenly writes in the chat like, can you meet me in the clubhouse? So we asked her why she wanted us to do that, and then she told, because that's like this user wanted you to meet me there. She told us. And she even told that she got a post from me saying that I wanted them to meet there. First of all, why? Second of all, why lie about something like that? It's something so simple, but still to lie about it. So then I told her, what are you talking about? I never sent you that. Like, I'm Steph, I just logged on this user to like level it up and do quests and stuff. And then she told me, I'm not lying, you're the one who's lying. Like, what? And then I said, like, fine, I'm going to log on to Steph again and prove to you that I'm not lying. So I did, and I wrote in the chat, funny how the person who is lying calls the person telling the truth a liar. And then I removed her from the club because I don't want anything to do with liars, and to lie about something so stupid, it's just, well, stupid. And I just get really annoyed with people who lie to my face and even about me. So for the last story, it was another girl who was in the club. This is like club stories, and none of these members are in the club anymore. I don't have people like this in my club. I don't want people like this in my club, so. But she told me, well, she basically, I was like leveling, oh my gosh, I can't. No, I wasn't leveling, I was like taking high score races, and then she like asked me something, I think, and while I was taking one race, it was the race at the observatory, she spammed the chat with like question marks and Steph, hello, are you there? And stuff like that, blah blah blah. And I said that yes, I'm here, you had to wait for 2 minutes, there's no need to spam the chat. And then she told like, oh my god, I had to wait for 7 minutes. And I told her the race only takes like 1 minute and what, for 50 seconds. And she was like, no, I took the time, you took 7 minutes to answer me. And I was like, first of all, don't spam the chat and don't lie about me, like how long I take to answer you. That's just like, really. And then second of all, is it really necessary to like get so dramatic when I don't answer in like the time it takes to do a race? So I said to her, don't spam the chat and don't lie about me or whatever, but just said, continue, like, I didn't lie and you took so long to answer me and blah blah blah, I had to wait for so long. And I was like, if you continue spamming the chat, I have to remove you from the club, because we don't want, like, you have to be able to wait for me to answer. Like, there's no big deal to wait for 2 minutes for a person to answer. Like, they have things to do in Star Stable. They're not just like standing in one place all the time and waiting to answer you like right away. So that happened. And she was removed from the club because she also started some other drama, and it's just, I don't want anything to do with drama, you guys. because it's too dumb. Oh my gosh. And I want everyone in my club to like feel like, I don't know, it's a safe place. I want everyone to feel good and taken care of, and basically I want everyone to have a good relationship to each other in the club. But that isn't easy when you have people like that. So after a while she got removed from the club because of this, and she asked if she could join again, but you know, sometimes you just notice on people, even if they say like I'm going to stop or whatever, they will never stop because they are just that type of person, sadly. So yeah, that's basically it. And I just also want to mention something else, like daily I see so many people post in global, like they want to be members of a big and active club, and with that they mean like, you know, one of the popular clubs in Star Stable on the server. They want a club that is like full of people with like 50 members, and they want the club to be popular basically. So the title is everything. And I just think that even if the club is popular and is a big club with a lot of members in Star Stable, it doesn't mean that it's a good club. It can be a lot of chaos with so many members, and I'm not saying that like the popular clubs are bad or anything, but I'm just saying that it could be a lot of maybe drama, a lot of chaos, just I don't know. I have noticed, like, I don't want to point any fingers, but I have noticed that some club owners of some of the big clubs are pretty rude. Like, for example, when answering questions and stuff, when people who want to join the club ask, they're pretty rude, like, in a way where they say, like, and then just basically are really rude. But I'm not gonna point any fingers, I don't want any drama or anything like that, but I have just noticed that on many of the big clubs, and honestly I don't get why people want to deal with that when they can have a nice like club owner and leaders who aren't rude and who treat everyone with respect and don't see themselves as better than anyone else just because they are leaders or owners or are a big club in Star Stable. And many of these clubs as well also have their own websites where they write like, oh, we're one of the biggest clubs on the server and like that. And I think, first of all, I'm sorry, but that is rude, and it's like you're just like lifting yourself up and pulling others down, which is sad because it takes away the motivation that other clubs have, because they feel like they aren't good enough or whatever, and they're never going to be like so big, and people would rather join one of the big clubs because they are popular than one of the smaller ones that aren't so popular, even if they have a better community, if you get what I mean. I'm not saying that my club or anything is the perfect club, because it isn't. I know it isn't. It's still a work in progress because it's really new and I am learning as a club owner every day. And of course there are people who have been what should I say, like there have been people who have like disagreed with me and people who have agreed, and some people like me, some people don't, and that is okay. Like, you can't like everyone, and you have your certain type of people you like, you know. And sure, if I'm not that type, then that's fine. I don't really mind. It's your own choice, and I want people who like belong together and like each other to be together, if that makes sense. So, well, that I think that will be enough of my, I don't know, ranting or yeah, story time, whatever. So guys, thank you so incredibly much for watching, and I guess I see you Wednesday. Goodbye.